what I do.
And he's been doing it for over 20 years, as Adam Hudson from Dalton. So what he's done is he's basically been writing his memoirs, and we're going to feature some of his memoirs next week and tonight. So here's the first part. Adam Hudson from Dalton, and this is called Memoirs of a Magician.
Memoirs of a Magician, Part 1. I spent the best part of a decade working for a government-funded scheme called Aim Higher. I travelled the country presenting Mathemagics, which is a way of making maths look a bit more fun and funky, so to speak. The sessions were aimed at encouraging children, who may not necessarily go to university, to entertain it as a possibility. Following is a strange tale that not only left my audience amazed, but also myself with a sense of, what on earth just happened? I was using an effect known as the locked room mystery from Carl Foles's book, Self-Working Number Magic. The effect, to those unfamiliar with it, is that audience members are asked to move a small coin or object around a numbered, boxed noughts and crosses board, crossing out squares along the way, as if escaping from an exploding building. If the spectator is in a particular room as it explodes, crossed out, then they are out of the game. Mathematically, as diagonal moves are not allowed, then pupils who follow the instructions carefully will always be steered to safety. I had a class of around 30 pupils, sat with their pens and paper, moving a coin around the board as I crossed out certain rules, making an exploding sound with the back of my throat as I did so. The group were thoroughly into the feel of the game, and gasps of nervous excitement echoed as the rooms that exploded narrowly missed their current position on the board. It was on the penultimate elimination of a room that I pursed my lips to make the exploding sound, and was greeted by a huge clap of thunder from overhead. The children, who were by this time wary of me anyway, leant over and whispered to each other, "Oh my word, I think he controls the weather as well." So if you ever hear an embellished story of the time that they saw a magician who could control nature, know that it is indeed true, that it was in fact me.
Well, if that is absolutely true, then I'd rather you controlled the weather and made it a little bit warmer, Adam, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. And that was Adam Hudson from Dalton. He's been a magician for over 20 years, and he's done his memoirs with some fascinating stories, and we'll have another one for you on the programme next week. Well, this has been BBC Upload, of course, the programme where you create